And now for our next news special report.
Just before Christmas, in what can only be described as a monumental gift, President Trump has received an early present wrapped in a legal victory. The Supreme Court, in a defining moment, has just slammed the brakes on Special Counsel Jack Smith's urgent request for an expedited review of the case against Trump. This isn't just a simple court decision, it's a political earthquake shaking the very foundations of the 2024 election landscape. So what does this mean for Trump, his supporters, and the nation as we approach one of the most anticipated elections in American history? We're about to dive into a riveting report, one that uncovers the layers of this groundbreaking ruling, and by the end of this special report, I'll reveal a final thought that will change the way you view the American Republic and its judicial system. Stay tuned, you do not want to miss what's coming. Now, before we dive deeper into this landmark Supreme Court decision, let's talk about something equally groundbreaking. We're launching our biggest giveaway yet. It's a massive celebration, so stay tuned for the announcement. Now, quick share here, the VNSH holster, a symbol of versatility and protection, just like the legal safeguards that have shielded President Trump. It's comfortable, adaptable, and suits 99% of handguns and has this amazing no-stink material, adjustable for all sizes and with enhanced safety features. Now, here is the kicker. We're giving away a Jeep Gladiator and $25,000 in gold thanks to VNSH. So grab your VNSH holster using my link below for $40 off and 120,000 bonus giveaway entries. The offer ends December 31st. All right, so hit the link down below and let's get back into the action. Now, the Supreme Court's decision to deny Jack Smith's request for an expedited review is more than just a headline. It's a pivotal moment in our republic's history. This ruling effectively means there will be no trial for President Trump before the 2024 election, a significant victory for him and a major setback for his opponents. Now, the Supreme Court's docket clearly indicates a rejection of Jack Smith's request for a swift review regarding Trump's appeal on presidential immunity. So let's start by understanding the gravity of the decision. The Supreme Court, our nation's highest judicial authority, has essentially put a halt to the special counsel attempts to fast-track a trial against the former president. This isn't just about delaying a trial, it's a statement about the judicial process and the importance of due diligence, especially in politically charged cases. Now, this development is crucial for a couple reasons. Firstly, it underscores the notion of fairness in our legal system. The court's decision to not expedite the trial goes to show that even in the face of political pressure, our judicial system works at its own pace, ensuring that every case gets the attention and thorough scrutiny it deserves. Secondly, and perhaps more importantly for the political landscape, it means that Trump enters the 2024 election race without the cloud of a trial hanging over his head, at least this trial. Now, this could be a game changer for his campaign. And the response to the decision has been varied and intense. Supporters of President Trump view this as a vindication of his legal position and a rebuff to what they see as politically motivated prosecution. On the other hand, critics argue that this is a delay in justice and a missed opportunity to hold the former president accountable before the next election. Now, amidst these reactions, Fox News contributor Leo Terrell provided a compelling perspective on Twitter. He celebrates this as a clear victory for Trump and a defeat for those he labels as part of the deep state. His video, full of bold and dramatic tones, captures the triumphant mood of Trump supporters. Watch.
Fantastic news, Leo 2.0 here. Supreme Court rejected Jack Smith's request for an immediate hearing. I want to repeat that. The Supreme Court rejected Jack Smith's request for an immediate hearing. I said that on Life, Liberty, and Levine. They should reject it. Jack Smith, you lost today. You lost. I'm so happy. The Supreme Court kept the checks and balances. They realized that Jack Smith is nothing more than a political operative. It's time to celebrate, Trump supporters. Jack Smith got his lunch today from the U.S. Supreme Court. He lost. He lost. Supreme Court told Jack Smith no. It's a great day. Merry Christmas. Trump 2024. We're going to win in November in 2024.
Merry Christmas indeed. Now, the legal specifics of this case are as fascinating as they are complex. The Supreme Court's decision not to fast-track the trial doesn't necessarily comment on the merits of the case, but rather on the process. This highlights a key principle in our republic. The process is as important as the outcome, especially in legal matters involving high-profile figures like a former president. Now, the special counsel's gamble to bypass the appellate court has been thwarted, and this speaks volumes. It's a reminder that in our justice system, there are no shortcuts, especially not in cases of such national importance. This decision also points to a broader theme of patience and prudence in our judiciary, a stark contrast to the often rushed judgments we see in the court of public opinion. But what does this mean for Jack Smith and his team? Undoubtedly, this is a setback. Their strategy to expedite the trial has been upended, and now they must navigate the slower, more deliberate process of the appellate court. This not only delays their plans, but also gives Trump and his legal team more time to prepare and strategize. Now, this turn of events is not just a legal victory for Trump, it's a strategic advantage. By avoiding a trial before 2024 election, he dodges a potential political landmine. It allows him to focus on his campaign without the distraction of this specific legal battle. Now, this could have significant implications for the election as it alters the narrative and possibly the public perception around his candidacy. Former U.S. Attorney General Ed Meese, along with law professors Stephen Calabrese and Gary Lawson, have also raised another crucial point in an amicus brief submitted to the Supreme Court. They challenge the very foundation of Jack Smith's authority as special counsel. This argument adds another layer of complexity to the case, questioning the legality of Smith's appointment and, by extension, all actions taken under his authority. Now, Robbie Sove of Rising discussed this development, highlighting the potential illegitimacy of Smith's actions against Trump. This argument, circulating in conservative legal circles, adds fuel to the fire for those who view the entire case as a political witch hunt. Watch.
Ed Meese, the former Attorney General under Reagan, I believe, submitted a friend of the court brief that I found very interesting that argues that Jack Smith lacks standing to bring this legal action against Donald Trump because Merrick Garland's appointment of him was not based on any statutory authority granted to the office of the Attorney General. Again, that's just one argument to throw into the mix, but I saw a lot of people in conservative legal circles circulating that information on social media. The argument that this is all illegitimate for that reason. So there's that.
And in a bold speech in Waterloo, Iowa, former President Trump blasted Smith, calling him deranged and critiquing the legal actions against him. His fiery words underscore his stance on the matter and reflect his charismatic combativeness when faced with opposition. He juxtaposes his situation with that of Biden, drawing parallels and alleging a double standard in legal scrutiny and media coverage. The speech offers a glimpse into Trump's mindset and strategy as he prepares for the 2024 election against Joe Biden. Watch.
We'll direct a completely overhauled DOJ to investigate every radical, out-of-control prosecutor, of which we have many, in America. I have a guy named Deranged Jack Smith. He's a deranged person. He happens to be after me. You know, the great one is the boxers hoax. They have a boxers. Biden has been taking stuff out of the White House or taken out wherever he was. He was a senator. For 50 years, he's got tremendous amounts of stuff. He had it brought to Chinatown. What's that all about? And then after it was brought there, it was distributed to different places. Chinatown. And it leaked to CNN, of course, because they leak. The prosecutors leak. That he's not going to have any problem. But me, with a tiny amount, and I come under the Presidential Records Act, which gives me the absolute right to do it. With me, oh, I'm different. But mine was in a secure location. Everything was tippy-top. But, you know, with this guy, just think about it. They don't want to do anything. They're not going to do anything. It just came out. They released it. They leaked it. They leak it because they're dishonest. You're not supposed to leak that. They talk about classified documents, and they're leaking about classified documents. But he had many classified documents. Just think about it. And they leaked that he's going to be okay. He did nothing wrong. He did everything wrong. And he made it impossible for them. And he took things when he was a senator, which Dick Durbin is on television. He's a senator, Democrat. He's saying, oh, if he did that, that's a crime. That's a terrible thing. And he never came under the Presidential Records Act because he was vice president and he was a senator. But for him, it's okay. For me, and I have total protection. I'm allowed to do it. You know, the New York Times wrote an article, and I'm sure the writer got fired, but basically it said, please, 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 Mr. President, and that was the title, something like that. Please, 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 Mr. President, like James Brown. Did you ever hear please, please, please? Please, 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 Mr. President, may we have, they said the only right they have is to say, please, Mr. President, may we have them, because I'm entitled to them. And this was in the New York Times, big article, and yet they leak that Biden has no problem, but they continue because I have a deranged prosecutor. He's a deranged person. And the good news is people get it. That's why my poll numbers are so high, I believe. Because, you know, I would really have, I think we'd be winning by a lot, but now we're winning by numbers that nobody can believe. I think it's why our poll numbers, because they see this persecution that goes on in this two tiers of justice or injustice, and they don't like it. They don't want that. This is not what America is all about. So I appreciate everything, and I appreciate all the support we get, because that makes a big difference. When you have
If you got value from this report, tap subscribe to stay updated on this evolving story and more. In this pivotal moment, as we celebrate the Supreme Court's decision, it's clear that we, the MAGA movement, have been granted a Christmas miracle. This isn't just a victory in a court case, it's a victory for all of us who've steadfastly supported President Trump against what many of us see as the demonic forces relentlessly trying to destroy him and America. This ruling is more than a legal triumph. It's a vindication of our enduring fight, a testament to the resilience of our cause. It's a rallying cry for all of us as we look towards the 2024 election with renewed hope and vigor. This Christmas season, this victory isn't just a gift wrapped in legal jargon. It's a powerful symbol of our collective strength and the unbroken spirit of our movement. As we head into these holidays, let's remember this moment as a cornerstone of our ongoing struggle for the soul of our republic. A reminder that our vision for America remains vibrant and unyielding. Merry Christmas.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.